Tony, how are you?
I'm just wonderful. I'm in a remarkably happy mood because I watched your introduction of those stamps.
Yes. Weren't those great?
I thought the toilet one was especially clever.
Those are all real, Tony. You can't make that stuff up. Why would you want to, right? Now, listen, we got to congratulate you on quite a bit.
Yes.
You've got last time you were here, your wife was pregnant. She had not had the child yet. You are now a father of a baby girl. Very exciting.
That is correct.
Yeah. Isn't this nice?
She's 8 weeks old today.
That's terrific.
Yes,
Isn't that nice?
Wonderful.
That's great. Good for
Wonderful.
you.
People have been just so wonderful. I've never known people could be so warm and nice about it. And the mail, people all over the country have sent cards and presents.
Yeah, people send baby gifts.
And
stuff,
everybody I know has sent a present. Except you.
Whoa, wait a minute, really?
Yeah.
I could have sworn we sent you something. We didn't send you anything? You've been on this show like 50 times. You're always so hilarious.
Not a sheet of Kleenex.
That's what we were going to send,
Zilch.
actually. We didn't send you anything?
Nothing.
We actually have it here, right, Andy?
Gift probably got, well,
Go check in the
I'll
green
go.
room or
I'll
something and see.
It's
Andy will
good to
check
get
the green
here
room and we'll
somewhere.
find, yeah, I'm sure your gift is back there. We'll get you your gift. Don't worry about that.
It's not that I expect it,
Right.
but it does seem the right thing to do.
We don't want to seem in any way cheap or that we don't appreciate all the times you've been here. You know, we're just very busy. We do a show every day.
Yes,
and
of course.
to have to send, and the shows have a very high caliber, don't you think?
They're
There you go. Look at that. Isn't that
babies
nice?
love space heaters.
Isn't that great? Huh? Look at that. That's a space heater that's only about 8 years old.
there's an air of desperation about yours.
This is great. We're going to wrap this up for you. We should clean this first. Where did you actually, was it in the green room?
No, I'm going to do something I never thought I would do.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to refuse the gift.
Really? Come on. A space heater. That's great. That'll keep the baby warm.
Everybody sent one.
And they all look that crappy, really? Oh, I apologize. This is very, are you a good dad so far? You
Yes,
good with
I
the
am.
boop, boop,
Yeah,
boop, boop,
yeah.
and playing with the baby? And
Yes, I'm good, and it's a peculiar thing. I take to it. I take to being a dad.
Yeah,
I always knew I would,
yeah.
and I do. And I can control the baby.
That sounds kind of creepy. You will do my bidding, baby. What do you mean you can control the baby?
You'll think I'm kidding or making it up or something, but I'm not. Babies cry. I can stop the baby from crying, and it works.
But it sounds fiendish, what you're saying. I mean, what do you do? You mean like by jumping around
No,
and,
no, no.
and prancing around and acting like a
Now,
clown?
you take this for what it's worth, but it's true. I hold the baby like this, and I go like this.
How little is the baby? I hold the baby right here and
Oh, baby, just like...
widen your hand just a little and then,
All right.
there you go.
No.
All right.
I look the baby right in the eye. This is when the baby's crying. And I go... And the baby goes like this.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That could be some form of avoidance behavior on the baby's part. Just pretend to go to sleep. 'Cause
It works.
He's a freak,
Now,
you know.
now, I'm giving this to the world
That's
because
good.
people who've seen me do it say I never heard of such a thing.
Right.
But it's true.
It really does work.
It really does. Baby is learning to smile. Smiles at me. And she does a very amusing thing. She yawns and she goes, oh, no, no.
No, that is amusing.
Yeah.
It's amusing because it's your daughter doing it,
That's
too.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That makes it more fun for you, you know,
That's right.
than, say, for others. But it's still, you know,
And she does it on her own. I didn't teach her to do that.
No, no. She'll do all kinds of stuff without you telling her, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've long thought about something, and I hope this isn't presumptuous, because we've only known each other a couple of years, and just in a professional way, you come on the program, but I've often thought you have this theater company, and many people have remarked when you come on the show, we have a good chemistry.
We do.
We do have a good chemistry.
Yes.
And I've always thought, do you think it's ever possible that someday you and I would do some kind of show together? Maybe a play, a theatrical production of some kind.
Or a TV series.
Or a TV series would be great.
Yes.
You know, I play the young kid.
The way I must, it's an attractive idea, and I think it would work. However, you have to understand that whenever two men do a show together, people begin to talk.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
Well, you said that you had this problem on the Odd Couple, right?
Yeah, but if I do a show with you, I want to be the straight one. And you can play this young degenerate who ruins me.
I don't want to do the TV show anymore. I want out of the TV show. Well, you said, I mean, you said this in jest, but people always did.
Yeah.
That you used to get that sometimes when you did the Odd Couple, didn't you? That
Yes.
people thought that
it actually
you
happened.
and Oscar were shacking
Yeah,
up.
yeah. My wife got out of the cab one night and went in the house, and I was playing the cab driver, and the cab driver said, "Who's that?" I said, "That's my wife." He said, "You're married?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I always thought you and Klugman..."
You're kidding?
No.
Really?
Yeah. Back in those days, back when we were doing The Odd Couple, certainly, the very subject could not be brought up.
Well, yeah, we're talking, this is the early 70s.
Yeah.
People just didn't
You
have those themes then.
No. You could camp around and flit and do cliches that got easy laughs. Milton Berle could show up in a dress all the time,
Sure.
transvestite humor, but you couldn't do it seriously. You certainly couldn't mention the word homosexuality. We had a script that we weren't allowed to do that I thought was very funny. That Oscar was writing a story on homosexuality in sports. And I see the story in his typewriter. And I pick it up and read it, and I misunderstand, and I think it's a confession.
Do you think that Oscar's coming out?
Yeah, and I had a wonderful line. Gee, you'd think if either one of us was, it would be me.
They didn't do that episode, huh?
It couldn't even be discussed.
Right.
You could
Just a
not-
different era of
Yeah,
TV.
yeah.
You can do that now.
Yeah.
The things we get away with on this show. Captain Crunch on a toilet.
Now we see why you did it. You think it's funny.
Yeah.
But it's not as funny as the president wetting his bed.
Yeah. Well, that's a tier below. No, I mean, I think the tier below. I think once you get Captain Crunch on a toilet, it's gold in my business. Let me plug this, make sure I get it in. You're the founder, artistic director of the National Actors Theater.
Oh, yes.
Which produces The Gin Game at the Lyceum Theater in New York City.
Julie Harris and Charles Durning.
Very good. And one day I will be on that stage, right? Huh?
Yes. Before I would seriously consider you for a post in a company that's devoted to the classics, I'd have you prepare a speech from Shakespeare
Oh, yeah, sure.
and audition it for me.
Yeah. I'll have my writers take care of that. Yeah. No problem. I'll be there. Can I
Okay.
work in a Captain Crunch on the John joke in there somewhere? Somewhere in the middle of Othello? We'll figure it out. Tony Randall, thanks so much for coming. And congratulations. Louis Black, a very funny comedian's coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.